for joining me in this calm before Christmas. I cannot wait to show you some of the really easy handmade Christmas DIY gifts where we are making more and buying less and creating a cozy handmade season together with some nature-inspired wild crafted decorations. Hello friend, welcome back to the channel. I am soaking in a quiet moment before the holiday rush and I'm enjoying this peppermint coffee. I was scared to try peppermint coffee, but it's actually delicious. I'll show you how to make it in this video. So this year we have been hand making most of our gifts. Since the kids are busy downstairs, I will show you briefly some of the quilts that I made for them. I really hope that they love them. In addition to the quilts and the sweet peppermint creamer, I'm also going to show you my new method for making easy, super easy candles, as well as an evergreen cleaner that I like to make every year. Friends, I hope this video is a sweet, cozy, calm break to help get you in the Christmas spirit this week. I wanted to give you a holiday tip before we get carried away here, and it's a super practical tip, but it's to not overplan your holidays. One of the ways we don't overplan is we keep the menu simple. This year we're just recycling our favorites. Last year I shared our rotating holiday menu. It never changes because we love it so much. And sticking to a plan like that kind of keeps the peace. There's no scrambling, no last minute stress, just simple cozy meals that we already know work and that we love, and no trying to figure out what to make. So if you want my menu plan, you can grab it. It's for sale, but it is also free inside my new homemaking course, and it's on Patreon too in my highest tier. A couple Christmases ago, I decided to be wild and adventurous and try that peppermint creamer that you find, like the coffee mate kind in the store. I don't know if it was coffee mate, but it was the peppermint one, or the holiday peppermint one. I thought, there's no way this is gonna be good. Peppermint and coffee, And so I tried to go, because I'm like feeling wild and adventurous. And I bought just a quart. I bought it about a week before Christmas. Well, before Christmas even came close, we ended up buying like the big, huge half-gallon size because we were sold on it instantly. It was so good. My husband was like, that stuff's really good. I was like, it was really good. So I want to try to make my own though. So I'm using a drop of peppermint essential oil here, and this is a kind that is food safe. You want to make sure if you use essential oil that you're using a food safe peppermint. Otherwise you want to use just peppermint flavoring, which you can find in the baking section or the baking aisle of the store. And I don't want to use sugar. I want to use something a little more, I think it's low glycemic, but something a little more wholesome than sugar. So I'm actually using brown rice syrup. I love brown rice syrup. If you haven't really ever cooked with brown rice syrup or used brown rice syrup, it's delicious. It is, I think it's better than honey. I think it's better than maple syrup actually. I really do. I love brown rice syrup. So I'm gonna use about 1/4 cup, and I've got about 3/4 cup of cream. So I'm just experimenting. We're gonna see if this works, if this takes the place of that wonderful creamer that we love. Right here I have my coffee. This is my, gosh, I'm not sure what to call it because I made it myself. So this is a blend of like organic mushroom coffee that I got at our grocery outlet. We have a grocery outlet near us. And it's also some of the Dandy blend. Not sure if you guys are familiar with Dandy blend, but basically I made my own coffee substitute here. So I'm gonna try it in that because I love this, my coffee substitute, with things like this. Okay, this took quite a bit of stirring because the brown rice syrup is really, really thick and it doesn't mix very quickly, but I think I got it all. Moment of truth. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh my. Oh, that was perfect. Oh my gosh, this is so much better. Okay, the recipe is 3/4 cup cream, just a drop of peppermint essential oil, or maybe, if you're using an extract, peppermint extract, I don't know how much to tell you, but I guess maybe to taste, and 1/4 cup of brown rice syrup. Now to see what it tastes like in the coffee. If you would like more holiday recipe meal inspirations from me, I will link to my playlist in the comments below as well as the description box. I have so many lovely Christmas videos that are kind of evergreen, no pun intended. Oh yeah, that tastes like Christmas. Now I think that probably most people are going to want it a little bit sweeter though, but for me this is perfect. Lately I've been kind of on a candle making spree because where we live the power does go out quite often, especially this time of year. So we need to have candles on hand. And I showed you guys, I think a year ago, I was making beeswax candles with wooden wicks. Well, the problem that I kept running into is when it was solid beeswax, they would not burn very well for very long. Like they would burn out without having used very much wax. It was as if the beeswax was just too hard. And I learned that if I mix coconut oil with the beeswax, it makes a perfectly burning candle. So that's what I'm doing today. I want to make some gifts for some family members. And I just have these tins. This is a recycled one from a candle I bought years ago. And this is something from the Goodwill. You could also, I'll show you an idea that I had. I'm not going to do it with this, but I'll show you the idea. Okay, so check these out. Aren't these beautiful? I found these at the Goodwill. They were 9 for $10. And they're wine glasses. I think they're just so beautiful. Oh, this one was put away dirty. Interesting. Anyways, these would be beautiful for candles as well. Now, I'm not going to do it with this because this is a glass that I use. But wouldn't that make a beautiful little candle for a gift for somebody? And it's something you could do affordably, quickly, handmade. So anyways, I'm going to show you guys how I do this. It really couldn't be simpler. The hard thing though, the hard thing about this is that it's really hard when you're making your own candles to get them scented enough to make them smell pretty, make the house smell pretty, in other words. So that is the tricky part. If you are going to scent your own, you can always go to Hobby Lobby and get, like fragrance for candles. Although I wouldn't do that personally because of all of the negative ingredients or toxic ingredients in them, but I'll just use essential oils for mine. And if you are going to use essential oils, you have to use like a lot to get it to make a candle that actually smells. Because if you just put like a few drops in or a teaspoon, it's not going to smell, you're not going to smell it at all. Christmas fun things, aren't we? Alright, we're just going to let that melt now and keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't burn. Can you smell this one?
No.
Peppermint is strong, but you can't smell it at all. I guess I didn't put enough in. Something I've learned about this is you don't want to do just like one wick inside the little pieces here. You want to do 2 wicks if you're doing the wooden ones, because one will be too thin and it will burn too quickly without using the wax around it. So I just like to measure like this. See if the remainder will fit in there perfectly. Look at that.
Hey, don't you need 3 of them?
Did I do 3 or 2?
Last time I think you did 3.
3 wicks.
I do 3 wicks?
3 wooden wicks.
Oh no, okay. Cut this and another one.
And each
What
one, can I
better?
put it in?
I don't know, can you?
It's not the same exact size, but
Close enough.
yeah. It's like,
Now I was thinking nutmeg and cinnamon for the essential oils.
for
Smells,
the red
I
one,
think it smells nice and Christmassy. Perfect.
I think peppermint is Christmassy.
Peppermint is Christmassy. I just don't know if I have enough. Can I put it in here?
I got it all in there.
When you put the wax in these, you want to set these somewhere where you're not going to need to move them for quite some time. So I'm going to put them over in the windowsill where it's nice and cold, and I'll have the window open so it chills them quickly. But you don't want to put these in a spot where you might
chance having to move them before they have set, otherwise the wick could fall over.
I wanted to take a moment to tell you about a new product that has really helped me out through this busy season. Now, this isn't a sponsored clip, but I am an affiliate with this company because I truly believe in what they're offering and what they're making. So if you're looking for a practical Christmas gift that actually nourishes somebody that you love, I have been loving these Lineage meat sticks and products. So these meat sticks are made from 100% grass-fed, regeneratively raised beef. They're just beef, salt, and vinegar. No junk, no fillers. And during this busy season, these have honestly been a lifesaver for me. I think they're delicious. And for me, meals have been getting rushed because of how busy I have been. And I've been skipping meals. So I've been keeping these at my desk, and they've been keeping me fueled with protein, iron, B vitamins. I love that they include beef liver and heart. One of my best friends has been getting on me about how I need to start eating that more because of all of the benefits. So if you don't know of the benefits of beef liver and heart, you need to look it up. They're so good for you. Anyways, they don't sound good, but in this product, they're delicious. But they're some of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat. They support energy, immunity, and overall strength and health. Anyways, enough said. If you need a fast grab-and-go snack for somebody you love or yourself, this is a great gift to give. Oh, by the way, just 4 of these little tiny beef sticks provide an insane amount of protein. One serving provides 16 grams of protein. They also make other products too, like honey and collagen, but not just any collagen. They do a nose to tail collagen with 15 grams of grass-fed bovine collagen. Their collagen is far more absorbable and includes type 1, 2, and 3 to support healthy hair, skin, and nails, and digestion. This company is truly one of a kind. I'm so proud to be an affiliate with them. I will link to their products below.
Whoa, oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, oh.
Before we do this, one thing I forgot to do is we're gonna add the essential oils to the cups first.
Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you, so I'm letting go.
One of the reasons I wanted to do handmade Christmas gifts for my kids this year is not because I can't buy things, but because I want them to learn that Christmas is not about consumerism, but it's about relationships. It's about Christ, the ultimate gift, and realizing we all get the chance to practice giving, not just receiving, and that by hand making, it is something anybody can do if we're creative. I think there's something so special and so meaningful about hand making gifts for Christmas, something nostalgic and just so timeless and sweet. So these quilts that I made for my kids, they're so basic. They were very, very easy overall. I want to say it took about 2 weeks to make them, and I only worked on them like 3 full days and then part days. I used to sew all the time. I used to sew my own dresses. When I was a youth before I got married, I would sew quilts, and I loved sewing. After I had kids, I did sew some things, but I think probably because I have ADHD, I just eventually lost the bandwidth to do that, plus homeschool. Of course, we have some neurodivergent children, so I know that makes a difference too. They say each neurodivergent child is like having another 3 kids. But you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you have to let some things go for a little while, but they come back to you. Speaking of letting some things go, if you are a chronically overwhelmed mama or homemaker, if you have ADHD or maybe CPTSD or PTSD, I am making something really big for you. I'll be releasing it right after the New Year's, so you're gonna want to be here. But in the meantime, if you're dealing with a lot of overwhelm, I want to tell you about Time Redeemed. It's my free masterclass to help you crush the mental load. See exactly what is weighing you down, stealing your time, and making you chronically overwhelmed. I will link to it in the comments below as well as in the description box.
Da, 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 oh, 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 oh. Da, 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 da. Making our Christmas memories. Yeah, seize all the good times with you. Don't even care what we do.
We ended up with more greenery than we need, so that's actually a good thing, especially with these ones. Now, I am gonna feed some of this to my goats because goats love pine needles. So a bunch of this I will save for them, but there's a lot here. And I'm gonna show you guys how I make my cleaner. You're gonna be shocked how easy this is. So with all of the extra pieces here that my boy brought me, I'm just gonna scrape up all these needles and I'm gonna cut up. Well, I'm gonna try to cut up. It's not working. I wanna cut these because it'll help more of the volatile oils to come out of them. If you've never done this and you do this for the first time, you're in for a treat. It is astonishing how good this smells. Okay, I just gotta get them all in there. Okay, we wanna pack the jar fairly well. That's probably good. Now we could put some orange in here too if we had some. Vinegar. Oh, that was my cooking vinegar. I'm gonna put a lid on this and in about maybe like a month, take it off. You will never know it's vinegar. All it's gonna smell like is a wonderful, a lovely pine tree. And it's great for cleaning. Countertops like these, like quartz or granite or anything like that, or marble, you don't wanna use it on stone because the vinegar will etch away and eat the stone, but you can use it, it's perfect for things like this cutting board. Just absolutely perfect, and it smells, it's going to smell absolutely luxurious.